Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. Okay, today my group and I will give a talk about working with families. Okay, these are my group members. I'm Fatiha as the first presenter today. I will take a part to talk about the benefits of working closely with families. Benefits of working closely with families. So I very hope you guys enjoy it, okay? Actually, there are 5 points that I want to highlight today. Mm, okay, first, knowing about students' home situation helps provide insight into the classroom behavior. Second, when families understand what you are trying to achieve, they can help provide valuable support and also assistance. Other than that, parents can help develop and implement strategies for changing the behavior, provide assistance in the classroom and school, and lastly, it provides long-term dividends for both the school and family. So, before we proceed to the first benefit, I want you guys to watch an interesting video, okay? Very short video. Just a short video.
Thank you. Thank you. You're very kind. Now, as I was saying... What? What is it?
Look!
What's wrong? Oh. What? Why, you little...
What is it, sir?
I see.
Yeah? Huh. No, don't do it! Sorry. Okay, you win.
Wow.
Okay, what do you think from this video? Actually, I want to show you guys examples of students' behavior that happen in the classroom and how that teacher react with the kinds of destructive behavior. The students are acting against the usual norms, against the rule of the classroom. As we can see, a student is out of their seat, trying to seek attention. The other classmate gives support to the action. So, instead of straight away label it as bad behavior, how about getting to the root of the matter? So, that's why we later as a teacher need to work closely with family. This is because it can help us know what actually happened at home. Okay? Okay, next. The first benefit is by knowing about students' home situations can help provide insight toward us into the students' classroom behavior. Okay, for example, let's look at the first picture. Why a student sleeping sits with head down on his desk? Maybe if you are aware, he spent the night in a homeless shelter, Or maybe he works part-time to support self and family. Or maybe last night he needed to take care of his younger brother due to an unavoidable problems that his parents needed to face. Who knows, right? Okay, let's move to the next example. Okay, let me name her as Sally. Okay, why does Sally always feel anxiety during studying? Maybe due to her parents' pressure who her so much to succeed. Maybe. So let's watch this video first.
2. They put a lot of pressure on you. Another way your parents might be making you unhappy is by putting too much pressure on you and making you live up to their unrealistic expectations. They may say that you're the only good thing in their life, so you feel like you have to stay by their side and put their happiness above yours.
Okay, you can see from this short video how sad pressure that felt by her. All of this can lead to anxiety symptoms. Too much anxiety can affect the student's learning. It can lead to the lower academic achievement, poor working memory function, and so on. Okay, let's try look at the third example. Why this boy looks dreamy? He has a lack of interest in hearing what teachers say. It makes sense if you know maybe he has a problem at home, that her mother is going through the chemotherapy, for example. So actually, by knowing a student's home situation, actually it can provide insight as it can help teachers decide what kind of action to take when dealing with a student's problem. Before teachers straight away label any action as a bad behavior, first get to the root of the matter. Okay, try get to the root of the matter. Don't straightly judge them before knowing what actually happened to them. That's why working with family is so important, very important. So we can know the hidden things that happen actually. Okay? Okay. Let's go through to the second benefit. Okay. When families understand what you are trying to achieve, they can provide support and also assistance. So, you as a teacher need to tell the families of your students what actually you are trying to achieve and what you expect students to behave in your classroom. Okay, as an example, you want to know whether your student understand or not with the topic you teach. Okay, you give homework to them. You want them to finish it and want to discuss it in the next class. However, okay. However, you see some of your students did not do the homework. Okay, be patient. Be patient, okay? Okay, how can you assess? So how can you assess the student understanding if they do not finish homework that you gave? So you need help from the parents. Parents can help monitor your students at home. Okay, actually, students are more likely to finish their homework when parents help monitor their school works. With the help of parents, you can know the level of understanding of students. At the same time, students follow the rule that you make it, which is that every student needs to finish their homework before entering the next class, before entering your class. Okay, next. We move to the next. Okay. You need to familiarize familiarize the student families with your curriculum, routine, and policies to minimize the confusion and also the conflict. Okay, for instance, in terms of curriculum, what specific learning standard you want to achieve in your classroom? Tell the parents lessons that their child, mm, tell them the lesson that their child will be taught from you. Material that you use to enhance understanding of their child, understanding of the students. Maybe you want to give additional knowledge by using technology entertainment, maybe. So you need to inform the parents some of the activities that you provided need use of online platform at home. Okay. For example, you want your students need to watch online video or learn by playing a game using Kahoot, quizzes, or maybe another example. Your subject has a laboratory session, so you want all of your students to wear the lab coat. Explain to their parents, explain to them the importance wear a lab coat during a lab session to protect their son, right? Okay. Okay, next, in terms of the policies, you can explain the grading policies maybe of your subject, familiarize them with passing marks or minimum marks to score A in your subject. Another example, you make classroom policies in terms of academic honesty. Students should be genuine, should not plagiarize when accomplishing the exam, test, or project that needs evaluation. For example, cheating in any way will get a 0 mark and a phone call will be made to their parents, for example. Okay, you get it? Okay, next, we proceed to another benefit. Another benefit is parents can help develop and implement strategies to change the student behavior in the classroom. Okay, however, the reason for the negative students' behavior may be due to poor parenting and poor teaching, maybe. So, maybe the lessons are not enthusiastic enough to amuse them, to amuse the learner. So by that, I suggest that teachers should teach with passion and enthusiasm. Okay, teaching with passion can inspire students to learn. It can make the classroom environment become more enjoyable. When teachers show passion and enthusiasm, actually, when teaching them, so it indirectly can cause the student to adopt the same attitude as shown by the teacher, as well as it can help motivation them to learn with that kind of the teacher. Okay. I give you two examples that parents can help to change the behavior of their child. Okay, firstly, parents should focus on what their children have learned, not in aspect of the performance. Okay, do not put really high expectation toward children. Okay, usually children right now or students will see the high expectation as pressure toward them. Actually, pressure cannot help them to succeed in learning. Encourage the children to do best in their learning is good. But problems comes when it involves criticism and push, like Sally before. So parents should focus on learning instead of performance. For example, when they said they were able to understand Big Bang Theory, so you should praise them and ask them to share with you. So indirectly, they will find enjoyment in learning and can boost their motivation to learn. Maybe teacher can share tips with parents regarding various types of learning style. Teacher need to help parents. Teachers can share poster, maybe videos, short notes to parents. Then parents can help introduce and encourage their child to choose which one learning style that's suitable with their child. Preferred learning style has been proven can improve the quality of learning. Okay, you get it? Okay, uh, next. Next benefit. Okay, next benefit is that parents volunteers can provide assistance in the classroom and school. Okay, for example, they can help work in libraries and computer centers when they have free times. They volunteer, right? Okay, so when they have free times, they will help you guys. Okay, they can accompany students by going on field trips together. Maybe help make a phone call to another parents, help to deliver the information regarding the school program and so on. Schools. Okay, schools, as we know, actually will always have special program to handle. So how about us parents? Collaborate with parents. Parents that have free times can help the teachers, school to manage the program together. Okay. Lastly, the benefits of working with families provides long-term dividends for both the school and families. Parents are more satisfied with the quality education of their child when teachers welcome their involvement, invite them to participate and offer the strategies for helping their children in learning. So um, Alhamdulillah, that's all from me. Okay, thank you so much. Let's hear a talk from the next presenter. Okay, I hope you guys still okay, still enjoy, be patient. We will do some activity later, so be strong. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam Lina and to all my fellow friends. My name is Ilhami Nur Izzati binti Izhari and I am here today to give seminar to all of you. So welcome to Tro Seminar Village. Okay. As you know, the seminar for today is about working with families on how to communicate with parents and teachers, the interaction of the teachers and parents in school, and many more. So, let's go deep further about this topic. So, in my part, I will discussing on on the challenges to family-teacher cooperation. Okay, is it okay when teacher and family cooperate? What is the challenge faced by teacher when involving parents in school? Is there any advantages and disadvantages in family and teacher cooperation? Does many parents want to get involved in schooling? So if you want to know the answer, let's focus in this topic. Okay. Basically, there are two challenges to family-teacher cooperation. Okay, so let's see the challenge. So the first challenges in family-teacher cooperation is the teacher reluctant to involve families in schooling. And the second one is parent reluctant to become involved in schooling. So, why do you think that the teachers does not want to involve families in schooling? Do you think why also the parents reluctant to become involved in schooling? Why this thing can happen? So if you want to know the reason is, let's go for each of the content. Okay. Okay. The teacher reluctant to involve family in schooling. The first reason is the lack of confidence among the teachers. The second one is the extra time and energy required. And number three is the level of authority and autonomy teachers enjoy within their classroom. Okay, next. Number four, teacher perceptions that families are too overburdened or lack of skills needed. And the last one is uncertain about how to effectively and respectfully interact with the variety of families in which their students are being raised. Okay, so we have done on the reasons why the teachers reluctant to involve family in schooling. So we want to know also the reasons why the parent reluctant to become involved in schooling is because the first one is overburdened by demands of work. Secondly, have unhappy memories of school. That one is the feel guilty if the children are having problems. Number four, find schools intimidating and threatening places. And number five, do not see involvement in school as part of their parental roles. Okay. So we go one by one. Okay, about the teacher reluctance to involve families in schooling. Okay. First one, lack of confidence among the teachers. The lack of confidence among the teachers make them reluctant to meet their students' families. Next, the beginning teachers do not feel equipped with knowledge and skills for how to involve the parents. Second, the teachers also unsure to work with families with different culture, values, and also the language. There are also receive a little training in family involvement practice during their preparation to become teachers. And lastly, they also have limited opportunities to interact with families during their fieldwork and student teaching. So, do you guys understand? Okay, let's move to the second reason. Even teachers know how to effectively involve families, they might be unwilling to do so because of the extra time and energy required. As we know, teaching is physically and emotionally exhausting, and the reaching out to parents is viewed as a burden task. Okay. For example, like telephoning 30 parents and talking 10 minutes to each require a 5-hour commitment. Imagine how the teacher's tired is it? And that is only for one class. If more than one class, how would it be? So you can think how tired the teacher is. Okay. Other than that, for new teachers, the task of reaching out to parents can seem inconvenient for new teachers. This is because new teachers are busy on preparing materials for their lesson in teaching and learning. They also need time to be creative, so that means they have less time to reach out to parents. Okay, so next. In addition, the teacher could also reluctant to involve parents because of the level of authority and autonomy teachers enjoy within their classroom. As we know that teachers are often exposed to criticism, so if the parents involved in school, the teachers will exposed to criticism more and more. Then parents might blame them. Parents might blame teacher for their children's problems, and also might question the teacher's professional competence. So it's not surprising when teachers become guarded and protective of their staff if they lack confidence in their skill and knowledge. The term turf here means that the field of the thing that related to the education, such as like the activities of the teachers and the students in school, their lessons and their and many more activities. Okay, so in fact, this means that the teachers might feel burdened when parents involved in class because of the authority. In fact, many teachers does not want to share with parents about their teaching and learning process in school, especially if the teachers lack of confidence in their teaching skills and its knowledge. In fact, there is a research shown that teachers with high level of teacher efficacy are likely to reach out to parents. Okay. Okay. The next one is the teacher perceptions that families are too overburdened or that they lack of the skills needed. Teacher perceptions of families are contribute to the reluctance to seek the increased parental involvement. Many teachers recognize that time is asset for parents, like time is a commodity or the important thing for parents. Okay. Then many teachers believe that the parents are limited by work, responsibilities, household chores, and care for other family members. Okay, then the teacher is also worried about the parents might not understand their role in the classroom. Such as like that some parents volunteers intervene about the thing that they should not, such as that imposing their own punishment for inappropriate behavior, and also they could instruct students in a way that contradict what the teacher has demonstrated. Okay, or they could disrupt confidentiality by sharing student records and release the sensitive information. As we know that student records is very confidential, right? So, uh, so when the parents involved in schooling, when this thing happen, the teacher might wonder whether the parent volunteer are more a hindrance than a help. Okay. So the last reason why the teachers reluctant to involve parents in schooling is because the teachers might be uncertain about how to effectively and respectfully interact with the varieties of families in which their students are being raised. Okay, their students can include This is about the families that are different than the teachers' families. Okay, their students can in their students' families can include the single parent, blended family, and same-sex couple. This is mostly for other countries, not in Malaysia, I think. Okay. Okay, some their students are raised in kinship care like grandparents, aunts, uncles, sisters, or brothers. Okay. The kinship care is a care of children by relatives and close family friends. In other cases, some students live with foster families or in homeless shelters, and in other countries, many students come from homes where a language other than English is spoken. So this is a different background of the students. Okay. So we have done in the part of teachers. So we go further about the parent reluctance to become involved in schooling. Okay, the first reason is the overburden by the demands of work. The first reason is compete for parents' time and energy, especially in low-income households, which are more likely to have two parents that work full-time, parents who have two or more jobs, parents who have to work evenings and nights, and also parents who jobs with inflexible or unpredictable hours. So they have no time to get involved in their children's school. Okay. So next, some parents have unhappy memories of school. Some adults have unhappy, traumatic memories of their own experiences as students. Okay? Parents' encounters with school are shaped by their own autobiographical stories. Do you know what is an autobiographical stories? Okay, this is the meaning here. Autobiographical stories is their own childhood histories, their own insecurities, and these own fears. When this thing when this thing can affect the parents nervous or hostile, even scared to school. Okay, then the teachers less eager to return for conferences or open houses. It means like the teachers has lost their interest to communicate with parents. Okay, the next reason why the parents become reluctant to involve in schooling is because the parents might feel guilty if their children are having problems. Parents can become defensive and uncooperative when teachers try to discuss their children's problems at school. And also, parents can be too embarrassed to disclose troubles they're having at home, and rather than deal with the children's problems, these families or the parents might try to deny what is occurring in school. And also, the parents might to avoid to communicate with teacher. So, do you guys understand is it? Okay, next. Okay, the next reason why the parents reluctant to become involved in schooling is because they find schools intimidating and threatening places. This is particularly when the parents are poor, uneducated, or have limited proficiency in English. I think this is for other countries. Okay, the second point is some find teachers and administrators unresponsive to their requests. And also the point three, others might even fear of the teachers. Okay. Okay. The next reason why the parents become reluctant to involve in schooling is because the parents might feel guilty if their children are having problems. Parents can become defensive and uncooperative when teachers try to discuss their children's problems at school. And also, parents can be too embarrassed to disclose troubles they're having at home, and rather than deal with the children's problems, these families or the parents might try to deny what is occurring in school. And also, the parents might to avoid to communicate with teacher. So, do you guys understand, is it? Okay. Next. Okay, the next reason why the parents reluctant to become involved in schooling is because they find schools intimidating and threatening places. This is particularly when the parents are poor, uneducated, or have limited proficiency in English. I think this is for other countries. Okay, the second point is some find teachers and administrators unresponsive to their requests. And also the point three, others might even fear of the teachers. Okay. Okay, the last reason why the parents are reluctant to become involved in schooling is because they do not see involvement in school as part of their parental roles. This is because the families believe that schooling should be left to the professionals like teachers. Okay, the parents also showing their support for teachers by not interfering anything. Okay. The third one is the families do not view participation at schools is part of their parental roles, especially or example like immigrant families not realize that parental involvement is expected and valued. I think that's all for me today, and thank you for your attention and cooperation. Let's continue to the next presenter, and thank you guys and have a nice day and see you next time. Bye.